Hi families, it's Mrs. Norris here. I just wanted to send a video out to parents and just kind of go over a few things. First and foremost, I hope everyone's having an amazing weekend on this beautiful day on Saturday. The sun is shining, it's still chilly, but finally nice to go outside again. So that's always nice. Also, I wanted to thank everyone who participated in the Google form that I sent out. It was really nice to get some feedback. The Google form was 100% anonymous unless like you chose to type your student's name in whatever it is that you typed on the bottom portion of the form. So thank you for everyone for the feedback. It was nice. Overall, it seems like children are pretty independent. Parents aren't having to do too much work. Zoom is liked, and just seems like everything's going well for the most part. So with liking Zoom, the first thing I wanted to bring up was Zoom. I can't make you come to Zoom. I can't make the kids come to Zoom. However, I want to say it's mandatory, but I mean, you can't make anything mandatory right now. But I would love for everyone to participate. The thing is it's not just us saying, hi, how are you? We're actually doing learning during our morning meeting. We have a whole slideshow that we go through. We do shared reading, and then the kids get to see each other at the end. So I would love for everyone to be there on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 a.m. And I got a lot of positive feedback that they would like every day for Zoom. I think it's a great idea. I'm not going to make Tuesdays and Thursdays like, quote, mandatory or anything like that. There's going to be no learning, no structure, no nothing. I'm going to open up Zoom now on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 a.m. if your student would like to come. Again, it's completely optional. It's literally just for the social, emotional, mental aspect for your child, just to see other kids and catch up with their classmates. We had a really good, and we still do have a good classroom culture before all of this happened. We all got along great, and we just, everyone loved coming to school. And I can tell that there's a lot of kids who miss it now, and we all took it for granted. So I'm going to open up those Tuesdays and Thursdays for you. Again, not mandatory, but I really want you to try to get your student on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 a.m. Because we are doing learning on that. So thank you for that feedback. I wanted to go over a couple things with Canvas. And Class Kick, kind of like attendance and participation. So I will say planning for online learning probably takes 10 times as long. Oh my gosh, it takes so long. I didn't think it would, if I'm being 100% honest. I thought it would be a little bit easier. Totally wrong. So, Canvas. So when your child goes into Canvas, they just click on my name or the homeroom number 107 here, and they just go right into their e-learning. Let's just go ahead. So like this is for Monday. This is Monday coming up. This week we're doing Earth Day. So they kind of go through, and there's a video explaining everything. That's part of why this whole thing takes forever, is because I have taken the time to model and give those very explicit directions to your child so they don't have to ask you for help. I have taken that position and I have shown them exactly what to do. So there's always a video. So for reading, there's a video showing them what to do. There's actually 2 videos. And then for science, there's a video that tells them what to do. So there is a video for everything. This was from yesterday. There was Mr. Sparks' message. They had music, and I made them a video of how they do music at home. There's another video. So when they're coming in here, we're just kind of starting at the top and we're working our way down the Canvas page. Now, when they log into Canvas, I can see who logged in that day and when they last logged in. This is my first part of taking attendance. So when I go in to take attendance, I just look at the people in my class who are my students, and I look to see when they logged in. Was it today's date? I don't care about when they last logged in, and I don't care about their total activity. What I care about is, did they log into Canvas? Because if they logged into Canvas, then I know for a fact that they saw all the learning that needs to be done that day. Now, then I go into Canvas and I look and I see, oh, well, it looks like they had a class kick that was due. So anytime there's the word class kick with a link, that will take your child to the app to do the work that I just showed them what to do. So, for example, yesterday they wrote about what the best thing to have for dinner was. We've been doing opinion writing. Here's the anchor chart that they have and all of my directions that I've given them. So, if I am the teacher, I then go into my teacher portal for Class Kick, and I'm able to see, here's the opinion writing that they did yesterday. I'm able to see every single student. I can just scroll. It's every student in the classroom. I can see every student, and I can go to the last slide of where they did this, and I can see everyone who did the work and who didn't do the work. This is how I take my attendance. And it's how the district is taking their attendance. So not only do you get to log into Canvas, but you also have to prove that the child has done the work. So the great thing with Class Kick is everything is saved automatically in time. You don't have to, quote, submit anywhere. Your submission is you logging into Class Kick and doing the work. And when I go into Class Kick, I can see who did it and who didn't. So I can just keep scrolling. I have a little worksheet on my laptop in Google Excel, and I either mark it up. I either said they did it or they didn't do it. So some days, if you go into your child's e-learning, I'm just gonna go to this day. I don't even know what it is. You will see maybe some days have a Class Kick 1. There's 2. So this day you had 2 submissions. Or if I did April 15th, there's a Class Kick. So there's 1, 2, 3, and nothing for math. But they still have work to do in math, but they're not submitting anything. So then I expect there to be, if I were to check these 3 places, I would expect to see that your child has the things done on those 3 slides. Again, they don't have to do all 3 to be marked present. There needs to be signs that they logged into Canvas, which I just showed you how I see that, and they did at least 1 Class Kick. I hate to say that, and it's hard for me because the kiddos are going to 2nd grade next year. So yes, they can just do 1 and they'll be marked present. But I really think it's very important that your child is starting at the top and working their way all the way down and doing all of the work. Because again, they are going to 2nd grade, and I just really need to make sure that they're prepared and we don't fall too behind with all of this that's happening. So, but again, if there's only one thing that's completed, and maybe there was multiple things that needed to be completed, that's okay. I'm glad there needs to be something, not nothing. So I just kind of wanted to go over that. I hope it was helpful that you could kind of see, I can see everything that your kiddos are doing. So also, there might be times where your kiddo needs to go into Raz Kids. I can go into Raz Kids, this app here, this little guy. I can go in and I can see when they logged in, how many books they read, and I also can see how long it took them to read the book if they actually read it. So I can tell if children have been like swiping and just not reading and just finishing the book to finish it. So please just kind of have that conversation with them that, I talked to Mrs. Norris and, she told us, she's noticing, she can see who's reading what books they read, when they, it's kind of just like Canvas, actually. I can see, I wonder if I could, I'll just bring it up here. So hopefully you can see kind of what I see on my end and just kind of like the expectations. So I'll just type in RazKids real quick. I'll just log in. Again, thank you just for taking the time to watch this. I just think it's really important that we're all on the same page with all of this. And, oh, it didn't work there. There we go. Log in. Just so there's no questions, and everything is kind of explained. So what I do, I could go back and I could see there was reading supposed to be done yesterday, 45 minutes worth of reading, and that was in the instructions. So what I could do is I could look back to yesterday and I could see March, April. I could see yesterday who read. So I could see how many books did they listen to, okay, and how long were they logged in, or like how many books did they listen to. So most of your children's books, they listen to the book, they read the book, and they take the quiz. So I can see who listened to the book, who read the book, and who took the quiz. I can also see how long were they logged in. So like, for example, I'll just point myself out here. I only listened to 2 books. I was on there for 2 minutes. There's no way that I read 2 books in 2 minutes. That tells me that Mrs. Norris was just swiping to get done with a book. So again, just kind of having that conversation, and you can have them come sit next to you right now and show them, this is what Mrs. Norris sees. I assigned 45 minutes of reading on RazKids, and the reason I do the 45 minutes is, one, these books are not just reading books. Every single child has a different set of books based on their specific reading level. So if I were to go in here on RazKids app as the teacher, every single child has their own name and their login, and when they're going in, they put in their password, which is a duck for everybody. They always go here to level up. When they go in there, all of these books are at your child's level. They shouldn't have too much trouble with them, and especially because they get to listen to the book first before they go ahead and read it themselves. And then when they're done reading it, then they take a quiz on it to make sure that their comprehension is where it's supposed to be, and if it's not, then they have to reread it to have them listen a little bit more to see, to better their comprehension. So like, these are my books that I have, but if I were to log in as Saja's books look a lot different than if I were somebody else like Santiago. So everybody's groups of books are completely different. And when they finish all the books on here, then they'll go to the next reading level. So it's helping them. It's kind of just like guided reading that we have at school, like with in person, and trying to get those kids to the next level and ready for 2nd grade. So it's super important. I'm just not assigning 45 minutes of reading just to fill in time. The 45 minutes on RazKids is really crucial because I can't do guided reading with them like I would at school, and all of these books are developmentally appropriate for your specific child. So again, just sitting down and having that conversation that, hey, we do need to read the books on RazKids because, they're at your level. They're going to make your brain grow. So I hope this video wasn't too overwhelming. I just kind of wanted to so hold on, Millie. I just wanted to I don't know, just kind of explain a few things that I see on my end, kind of a little bit of the expectation and what your kids should be doing. Everyone's doing a great job. But if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to me, give me a call, give me a text, email me. And that's that. And everyone have a great weekend. Thank you. Bye.